Reality TV, is it here to stay or should it go away? Hey, hey, sweet people. Welcome to the Chat Suite. I'm LaShawn and my girl Beverly is here, and we are here to chat about all things relevant to the timeless woman. Today, we have a different kind of chat. We're going to chat about something that is near and dear to my heart. Don't judge. Reality TV. I am all about everything reality TV. I know, shamefully. Oh God, I cannot believe it. Shamefully, I am. All the Real Housewives franchises, the Love and Hip Hop, all that stuff. Married to Medicine. I just can't get enough of it. And why? It seems like a lot of other people are obsessed with it as well. So are we looking for more reality TV to come, or are we trying to wean away from reality TV? What say you? So Bev, how do you feel about reality TV, girl?
Well, listen, I'll tell you, long time ago, you used to tell me about reality TV. You and another girlfriend of ours used to love, talking about the reality TV. And I was always just watching like sitcoms and things like that. But then, like reality TV, just like house soap operas and, daytime soap operas.
It sucks you in.
And you get hooked on it. And then you want to see what's going on the next week and stuff like that. So, I'll tell you, I am a fan too, Shani, right with you. Like I love all of them. I mean, sometimes lately I haven't been able to like watch all of them because I tape a lot of them and then I, like trying to catch up on everything or whatever. But every one of them, like you said, Married to Medicine, Basketball Wives, Real Housewives of all the different whole Housewives franchise. Like, we love it. And it's on all the channels, Bravo, VH1, TV1. I mean, everybody has something, own channel, like everybody has
everything. Something. You can't get away from it.
You can't get away from it.
But what is the draw? Is it, am I being, because I'm being a voyeurist? Is it the voyeur, because we're looking at someone else's life? Or is it the drama that sucks us in?
Yeah, so that's a good point. Like when you say that, is it the voyeurism or is it the drama? I honestly think it's a little bit of both because, sometimes you got your own life going and you going daily, just 1,000 miles per hour. And sometimes you kind of like want to just veg out and just kind of like, I don't want to say
have an escape.
But yeah, like you want to just kind of like have an escape and you're seeing what other people are doing. A lot of times now that, even though sometimes when the ladies get a little, outrageous on the show, but a lot of times the women are, of a certain age and it's relatable for, timeless women and things like that. So, because although they have a lot of drama, they do offer a lot of quality of things that, I have to be honest with you that I've kind of like learned some different ways in which maneuvering through different relationships and different friendships about times when things are, to talk about stuff. Mm-hmm. It's okay to talk about something. It's okay to talk about your feelings and talk about these different things with friends. So a lot of times when I think about the reality show, and it has all the drama, but I've thought about like, a lot of times they show that dynamic between women, girlfriends, different relationships and things like that. And you think like, like maybe I was in something like that and maybe I didn't handle that right. Or maybe next time this comes my way, I'll handle this differently.
I agree with you on that. I think that it can, show you some ways that to move and then show you some ways that you should not move,
Right. Yes.
I totally agree with that. And even though now, do you feel that sometimes a lot of people say, oh, it's just staged. Oh, it's not real. Oh, it's like a script or whatever. But I don't get that. Now I know there are some situations, there's some shows that we've seen that we'd be like, oh, no, what they're doing is not real. But for the most part, like you're saying, it's things that they're navigating through life as women, and these are natural things that happen. And I don't really necessarily feel that the actual, maybe the setting where they put them in is it, but the behavior that comes along with it, I don't necessarily think that they are staging it all. Because that's what a lot of people say, because a lot of people talk about me, my family, friends, are like, oh my God, you watching that, it's not real, it's staged. And I'm like, everything's not staged. I just don't believe that.
Well, Shani, I'm with you. I mean, maybe we're falling in, we're drinking the Kool-Aid too. So, but I know, because I have a lot of people that say that about it. My husband will say, oh my gosh, I'm watching it stage. But, you know, he's like, it's television. Of course, they're going to say this and that. But again, a lot of times, I mean, some stuff, like you say, it looks like, but sometimes when you see some of these emotions come down on people, because of different situations that they're in. Like one example, I'll just say, just shout out to our love and Huntsville family.
I know you're gonna say, I was thinking that same thing. I was thinking like Love and Marriage Huntsville. Right. That was all real.
We love the family. We love them over there. So, you know, but like the last episode that we saw where it was the exchange with Mel and Martell, and you saw that emotion come on her when they were sitting at that table where, you know, even though he called her out of her name, which wasn't necessary, but you saw that emotion come on her. Like she didn't really want to lose that marriage.
No, she didn't.
You know, like she said, I wouldn't have left
you.
Never have left you. And so
that was real.
It didn't seem like it was real. It didn't seem like she was making that up. It just didn't seem. I mean, if she was, then she's acting good. I mean, get her up for an Academy Award.
Right. No, it was just too real, really.
It seemed like she was really speaking from her heart. Like that was her emotion on that situation. So, yeah. So, I mean, even another one, I was watching that Ready to Love.
Yeah, another we love. Yes.
Ready to Love. And even just the other day when the guy said he helped out another guy move.
Oh my God, that was so touching. I was like, I love
yes. Her. And that guy started crying with that fantastic Southern accent that he had.
That New Orleans, not just Southern, the New Orleans accent, baby. Don't forget that.
Okay, all right, get me together. Okay, get me all the way together, because he actually reminded me of Hollywood off of other.
Yes. Put a ring on it. I'll put a ring on it.
That's right. And so I said, oh my goodness, like, I mean, tear out of my eye on this. I mean, because that I don't think that was staged. So again, we know, like you said, sometimes for the drama, the girls, you know, the women are going to bring it, and they are like, when they get into those back and forth arguments and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know. I would honestly say that I don't think this train is getting ready to stop on this reality yet. You know,
I don't think so either.
I don't think it is, because now could some of the shows do a swap out? Like we could maybe use some new characters in the spaces, you know, just to get it, to freshen it up a little bit, and, you know, get a little bit of different storylines for people. But I think it's still some movement with this reality train. I really do. I think and it's opened up in so many different, I mean, from teen moms to Married at First Sight to Dating While Naked. Like, remember, it was so much.
Oh, yay, Naked and Afraid. Too, remember that? Naked and Afraid. That's like, it's like everything. It's anything. Everything. And then it has catapulted some people's careers. You know, they made these people like icons. I don't say icons, well, almost, you know.
Seriously.
Gosh.
I mean, and been an amazing, just speak it as it is, an amazing revenue space for so many people.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's changed so many people's lives. So, you know, and just regular people, not someone who had aspired to be an actress, who thought they were had gone to acting school or anything like that. Not to knock our, you know, thespians and our actors, who have, you know, studied it, and that's their craft. And I mean, all accolades to them, of course. But these individuals, and I'm going to be honest with you, I love a space where like a regular person can come into something and become like, I love that, because I agree. Because I always say, just on another, like, you know, when I see like commercials and things like that, and they might use a celebrity, well, that's fine and all like that. I always say, like, everybody kind of get in their lane with stuff. Like, if it's a model and she's talking about makeup or let her do that. Like, you don't need to put a celebrity in it. You know, everybody gets a chance to work and hone their craft and stuff. Right. So, I mean, let me ask you this, Shani, like, which franchise would you say is your favorite out of the reality? I would give you like two to say are your favorite.
Oh God. It's gonna, I have to, probably Atlanta.
So the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay.
And then I love Love and Hip Hop, though. That Atlanta Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta Love and Hip Hop. Because it's just so foolish. I mean, it's just foolishness. It's foolishness, and I love it.
Which one? Now I know if you're out there listening, Scrappy, you got a real fan over here.
Oh, yes. Yes, nephew. Yes, it's your auntie over here, right?
We love you too, Bambi. We love you too, Bambi. But she loves Scrappy. She loves you. We're timeless women. So
my nephew in my head.
Right. Yeah.
But
so
yeah, no, the Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's the one that I like the best.
Okay.
Atlanta, we put it down. These Atlanta shows is like something else, right?
Yeah. So Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Those are your favorites.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love that. I know.
What about you?
Well, you know what? I'm with you on. I do love the Housewives franchise. Just you know, like you said, we watch them all. We are every one of them, right?
Every one of them.
Every one of them, of course. So I mean, Atlanta, of course, you know, it's so relatable. Just as women and women of color, like you know, it's a lot of things we understand in that way. I do love the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills too. I love it because I love their fanciness and all that stuff and whatever. And I like that they interjected Garcelle. Garcelle's coming back.
I know. I saw. I'm so happy about that. I mean, I think she did it. She played her part. She did it. She did that. She did that.
When they were talking about her not coming back, I was like, what? Why? Like, I mean, I thought she was a good addition to that space.
She really was.
Yeah. Because she was almost. What'd you say, Shani?
I'm looking forward to see, you know, the new season and see how she, you know, further parlays her way through this little thing. Yes.
Yeah, because she was like she had so much realness on there to me. You know what I mean? She was so genuine when she's asking questions like I just want to know, like, you know. So I
know, like she was blunt. Like wait a minute, Garcelle. Now hold on now. We don't do that. You know we don't do that.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, I would say, of course, like I said, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love Real Housewives of Beverly Hills too, and my Potomac girls.
I was gonna say Potomac is my second because
you know how I feel about the Grand Dam. You know how I feel about the Grand Dam.
The Grand Dame.
The Grand Dame, right? The Grand Dame. She's just so funny to me. She's so funny, so hilarious to me. But yeah, so like I said, I like a lot of them. You know, I'm behind on my hip hop. I'm a little bit behind on those or whatever. So, but I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that Love and Marriage Huntsville. And also it was another one, right? Was it Love and Marriage? Was it another Love and Marriage? With the remember it was the 6 couples, weren't they in North Carolina?
That's Put a Ring on It. Put a Ring on It. That one?
No, the other one where remember the wife was a hairdresser and then the young couple lived out on the lake.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. What was the name of that?
Oh my God.
Because one of a judge, Ty Hands, she was in it. Oh my God. I cannot believe
I thought that was a love
and marriage or something.
But in another state, because I really wanted them to.
It was. Maybe so.
I mean, if you're listening out there, we really want that to be brought back because we love that one.
That was awesome.
Really, and we wanted to know more about them. So when you say, Shani, is it the drama? You know, is it the voyeurism? I think it's a little bit of both because, I mean, now, while I'll say we both agree, like we don't like to see our women, we really don't want them fighting and things like that. We don't want them to do that kind of stuff. I mean, argument, whatever, but we don't want, you know, any physical and really like not too much like aggression toward each other in that way. Cause I mean, we want to see it as a sisterhood too.
Right.
Which they kind of have been like roping it back to that, like going through the ups and downs, but they'll kind of like reroute it back. Like as a sisterhood, we need to really stand together, blah, blah, blah. And that's throughout all the, you know, franchises or whatever. Want the women of color, the women, you know, the Jersey girls and OC girls and all like that. But again, a little bit of the drama that's fun in that, the voyeurism out of it. We do enjoy kind of like being able to veg out, I know sometimes, and just let go of everything that's going on with us. And kind of just live through them and see what's going on.
All right, live vicariously through them.
And, you know, it strikes up, again, to me, it strikes up interesting conversation and the ways in which, honestly, I feel like they have put a lens on how people deal in relationships, friendships, their own marriages, because we've seen a lot of these marriages implode.
That's another thing, right? You got to be careful with that because you got to really be solid and strong in your relationship. Because a lot of marriages And was it the fame? That's another topic. Was it the fame? The money.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because that's another one. That's our next one, Chat Suite family. Why can't you stay married on the reality show?
Right.
Right. What's really going on behind the scenes? So we're going to investigate that and see what's going on. But yeah, like I said, we're fans of it. We're here for it. We're going to discuss that some more too, because we really enjoy talking about the ins and outs of the different shows from week to week and, how it looked. Like I said, one of the ones that I am on right now, heavy, and I am so excited about it is my Ready to Love Houston, right? Yeah. I love the characters. I'll say the last one was a little, I didn't feel like the people were a really good fit. I like the first one. The second one, I was like, this one seems like it's some good players on the team.
Because it just seems like regular people, people. It doesn't look like, because to me, I felt as though that other one, the one that they did in the resort, it was like, I don't know, there were people who were trying to be, I don't know if to say famous, but just people who were already in the community, figures in the community or something like that. But these look like they're just regular people who work. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love that. I love that. But yeah, I am really enjoying this one. I like that Tommy is putting some spins on it in different ways and stuff, which kind of throwing them off their game and stuff. So, I got some favorites on here. I can't wait.
Who's your favorite, man?
Well, I'm gonna just say this, because even though this is a whole nother game plan or whatever, but they got a lot of good handsome men, gentlemen pickers on that, as far as just handsome wise and stuff, and a lot of them doing a lot of great things. I will say I thought it's so interesting that the one guy this week was so put off by the other young lady being so aggressive and forward with her sexuality. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, with a man just saying hey, pump the brakes on this, that's not kind of, and then there was another gentleman on there too. The one, David, oh my God, who was just I want to, sustain for anything like that, just because I really want to get to know my queen.
That was amazing.
So this is a different angle for the men, from that, we're seeing men in a different, now the other guy who can't stop kissing everybody. I can't.
I think his days are numbered. That's the way I feel, because he's too much. Much.
You're kissing everybody. One girl is sitting here, you tell the other one how much you like her, and she's here. I was like, dude, slow it down. Or play the angle a different way and everything. So, but yeah, I'm super on this right now. I really am excited.
The chef, though. The chef. I love the chef.
Oh, which chef again?
Yeah, he's got that beard, not the tall black guy, but the chef. He's got a beard, bald head. He's got a beard. He had the Tressa. He was the one who had the dick. Oh, I love him.
And listen, this is the first time that they've had our
Curvy girl.
Yeah, this is the first time they had the curvy girl on here. So, which I love that. I'm be all inclusive, because the heart wants what the heart wants. You don't know where you might find love at. Right. So, I love that she's really confident, because she is. I love that she's coming. Yeah, she's coming on strong. Listen, this is me. I am who I am. So interesting, because I thought about one of the other girls who was a comedian before. And remember, they were talking about that comedian girl.
Homie, she was the homie. It was I know. Ashima, right? Ashima.
Yeah. And so when they said she was a comedian, and I was saying to myself, God, I hope she doesn't fall into that category. And one of the guys, I think one or a couple of them kind of said that about her when they were discussing her, saying she had a real, vibe about homegirl. And I was don't say that. And even she knew that. Remember, she was I don't want to come off I'm super funny all the time, because then people don't want to take me. Guys don't want to take me serious. Right. Yeah. So, I was, I'm really hopeful I like the fact that other guy was just she was on my no list, and now she's
that was the chef. I know that's
what yes, that's right. That's right. That's the chef.
Yeah. I hope she stays long. I hope she makes a connection with one of them.
That was too.
And even the guy, the from Louisiana, he was digging on her too.
Yes.
He like it with meat on their bones. I was like, okay.
He was just this, they really saw her personality and was just she's a real person. She's so great. So I'm rooting for her. I really am. I mean, like I said, I like her. She really seems like she's down to earth. And like I said, there's a lot of great women on there too. A lot of great girls on there. So yeah, so I'm excited for this one. So we are timeless women, but we love our reality TV too.
Don't judge.
Don't judge us. And we want to talk about it some more. Like like I said, we were just talking back and forth and just like, hey, like, do we think it's here to stay? Is it going away? Like, but our vote is here to stay.
Here to stay. So chat people, sweet people, what do you think? Is reality TV here to stay, or should it go away?
Oh, no. Make it here to stay. Please make it here to stay.
All right. Thank you for joining us. And please like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.